I'm sure you're all familiar with the Monsal Trail, but just in case there are some of you out there who aren't, here's a quick introduction to it. The Monsal Trail is a section of the old Manchester to London Railway which was closed in 1968, not by Dr. Beeching but by the then Secretary of Transport, Barbara Castle. It runs for roughly 8.5 miles long, running from Blackwell Mill, just outside Buxton, to Coombs Road, just beyond Bakewell. There's a small pay and display car park at Wydale, at the Buxton end of the trail, and starting from here brings the total length up to something just short of 10 miles. Being an old railway, the trail is as near level as possible for its entire length, and this, combined with its well-maintained surface, makes it perfect for an easy, short, day's bike ride. The trail is also famous for passing through several tunnels along its length, all of them having had good surfaces and lighting installed. And now to introduce the less than heroic hero of our film. That's me. I've got two motives for doing this ride today. First, it's a beautiful day and, so far, I've not managed to get out for a ride at all this year. Secondly, it's a chance to try and use some of the toys and gadgets that might make their way out to Slovenia with us this summer, on our cycling holiday. However, let's allow our star to explain.
With any luck, we are going to be riding up and down the Monsal Trail. Nothing dramatic, very straightforward. It's going to give me an opportunity to try a few toys and gadgets that we might be using on holiday time in summer. So, first test run, being open up, it's microphones, picking everything. Trying to get, here goes.
Morning. It's fabulous, isn't it, today?
That's great today, isn't it?
Yeah. I've tried that before and regretted it.
Having finally made it to the start of the trail proper, it's now time to try the first couple of experiments. First up, we'll try to get an establishing shot using the drone. However, even this proves not to be quite as simple as it sounds, and ends up taking a few attempts. And now, we'll try to follow up this success with a head-on drone shot of the heroic athlete pounding the pedals as he speeds down the path. Again, a little experimentation proves to be necessary before we get things right. I've watched, there's been a really good low-level shot of bikes and riders passing a static camera. I really want to include some shots like that, so I set up the GoPro on a GorillaPod and gave it a go. a total success this time, but it did work in principle. Perhaps, next time, the 360-degree camera will be the one to go for. Finally, there's one more test to come, involving the drone. The Monsal Trail is famous for the tunnels along its course, and I know that our route in Slovenia this summer will involve some tunnels. So, it makes sense that I should use this ride as an opportunity to see how the drone performs in a tunnel.
Front. Cycling follow. 3, 2, 1.
Unfortunately, of all the ways the drone could have reacted, I hadn't counted on it turning itself into a highly efficient assassination device and trying to decapitate me. Not only that, but it took its mission so seriously that, having narrowly failed once to part my head from my shoulders, it came back for a second go. I think maybe I'll have to give this shot a miss in the summer. The Cheetor Tunnel. This one's a bit longer and just gives the X5 a chance to show how much better its bigger sensor captures low light scenes than the GoPro Hero 12.